All right, everybody, welcome to this holiday week. I hope all y'all are doing great. Let's see where we go. This is a message for whoever needs to hear this. And in the extended, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign. I've been noticing that there have been a couple of threads in each reading, which sometimes used to happen, but now it's happening more and more. So I'll call out maybe different storylines, just depends on what wants to show up. So I hope you all are here. Thank you for the 300,000 followers. We're celebrating, and we will be celebrating. We'll have some special things going on as we get into January. So stick around. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever I post. And whenever I post on the community page, really subscribers are the only ones to see that. We do have private readings available on my website. I once in a while pop up there. So if you want to go and peruse that, there's a link for my tarot reading community below. I've trained all of them. They're awesome. They were awesome before they came to me, and it has just been a pleasure to work with these folks. So without any more ado, let's see where we go. All right. Ground, everybody. Memento mori. There may not be a someday. I do think we have time. There's something about that that's very loud right now in many different stories or pieces of guidance that are showing up for me and showing up in the lives of people I know. There's something about time is of the essence. Like if you have something to say, you need to say it to somebody or let it go. Because I do feel like 2024 is going to increase the difference or the separation between those who are walking a spiritual path, those who are actively elevating their levels of consciousness, and those who are holding on to a past level of consciousness. And people may be holding on to a past level of consciousness. Maybe they haven't got the lesson yet or something like that. But this would be a really good time between now and January 20th, when Pluto moves into Aquarius, to look at each area of your life and say, okay, is there a lesson I'm missing here? Especially those of you who are on my channel, most of you, if not all of you, are incredibly psychic, incredibly intuitive, empaths, shamans, mystics. That kind of level of consciousness really elevates these readings because I'm plugged in to you. Okay, so this is your consciousness that is saying, hey, that resonates for me. Hey, that doesn't resonate for me. Okay, one of the messages today is there may not be a someday. So if you want to tell somebody you love them, you should do it. If you feel like there's something missing in a relationship, you should say it. If you feel like you are ready to head in a certain direction, you should do it. Okay, so you decided to wake up, or else why would you draw me? So that is a confirmation of everything I just said about all y'all being mystics and shamans, all of y'all on the spiritual path consciously, right? We're all on spiritual paths, but this is about an elevation of consciousness. And there are some elements here of I feel like I'm getting a feeling of a little bit tired. Like some of you are tired about this spiritual path. Like, oh my God, it takes so much energy. But really, true guidance does not disempower you or escalate you in any way, right? True guidance doesn't sap. It's other people plugged into you and patterns that sap. Okay, not having good boundaries sap your energy. So that's a really good distinction to make. 3-2-1 jump. This is the Fool card. This is also my card. That's my birth time, 3:21 a.m. So whenever I see this, I'm like, yep, time for a timeline jump. Okay, time for a timeline jump. And some of you this whole thing may be about closing out chapters. We do have a full moon in Cancer this week, and so we're closing out chapters that began in late June and into July. Remember, so that's when a new moon took place in Cancer. Cancer is very nurturing energy. Anything that is not nurturing to you or anything that doesn't feel loving to you, if you're getting then that's probably for you. sometimes sometimes that's what intuition is like, ugh. So in 2024, that is my mission. My central mission is to help you all learn and connect to your intuition in a more powerful way. We'll be doing that in the Pathfinders group. So that will start end of January into February. So if you want to jump onto that, please do. All right, so let's see where we go here. What is the message that wants to come through for those watching, please? Plugging into the collective that needs this message. If you're watching this video because of the title, which I don't know what it is yet, this is for you. Time to shift timelines, right? Okay, so I am seeing this. This has shown up quite a lot. Knight of Swords. So if you are also, remember what I said about disempowering feelings of draining your energy or anything like that, those are situations that are because of boundaries or lack thereof. This could be somebody who's like, hey, don't run away. Hey, right? There may not be a someday. I feel like some of you are really moving on from a relationship or from a connection that has not been, you know, what you would call healthy, or in any way where you're going. If you're choosing a new timeline, or if you're choosing, hey, I want love that feels connected. I want a career that feels inspiring, right? Like whatever that is, there's somebody trying to catch up to you, okay? Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, but look at you. You're sort of like, yeah, you know what? Six of Wands, King of Pentacles. I know that there's a lot of abundance. I feel like some of you are, it's almost like there's a big wall. Look at, I never noticed that about that Eight of Pentacles, but look at that. It's almost like there's a big wall between you and this person. It can be about money, but I really feel like it's about, he is very engrossed in what he's doing, feels mission and purpose. This person is erratic a little bit, okay? So you could have felt that way at one time, and now you're not. Now you're really healing, and there's lovely energy coming in, the Knight of Cups, which is like, and look, these two, your horse and this person's horse, going in the same direction. So there's definitely somebody new coming in. I want to just say, yeah, look at this. Okay, so this person that we're talking about, this Knight of Swords, this is something that's been a big push me pull you kind of thing. I mean, it could be twin flame, that this is just a cycle that's not coming together, okay? Because this person is still dealing with lack of boundaries, or someone who is anxious or something like that. This person is stuck in a cycle, and it's like, you know what? Time for me to move on, okay? Time for me to move on. That's what I'm seeing. And I do think that there's healing in that. I don't think there's animosity. I don't think there's that at all for you. I kind of just feel like, well, you know what? It's not the time. All right? It's not the time. And who knows, right? So Knight of Cups, there is some kind of loving energy about to come in. I'll get some timing on that. So showing up as the Lovers card, that's a jumping timeline card, okay? That's a jumping from one type of life to another. If you have been dealing with somebody who's not really been focused or has been super scattered, and then like you walk away and they're like, whoa, what's going on? Yeah. Emperor. So Lovers, Emperor, I'll walk you through all these in a second. The Magician, Ten of Cups. Yeah, that's twin flame. Temperance. Holy moly. Temperance. Wow. High Priestess. I mean, are you kidding me? Okay. Shut up, Mary Jo. Justice. Ace of Cups. There's the Knight of Wands. So this is slower than the Knight of Swords, but faster than the Knight of Cups. I'm seeing, in the extended, I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign. I'm seeing Sag, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini, more Gemini, Aries. Okay, so I'm seeing all those. And this is, if we get the Empress, this is a slam dunk, because look at this. It's like the Emperors here. And these are twin flame cards to me. These are in the past position. So I feel like some cycle with a twin has come to a close. Now, that could be just for some of you. There is something that was learned, or if you're moving on from that connection because the twin is just not able to kind of regulate their energy, and then you walk away and they're kind of like, whoa, what the heck happened? So I just feel like there's a nice balancing here for you. The Justice card and the that's very beautiful balancing. The Temperance card, right? We're transmuting the energy. We're kind of going for something more stable, something more solid. Not without fun and sex and good stuff, though. This is not boring in any way, shape, or form. I do feel like there's a spiritual connection, and that will always be there. But I feel like you're manifesting a life partner. Some of you are manifesting the person who, on the timeline of long-term partner. Okay. Now, for some of you, this may be the twin. For some of you, it's not. And it depends on, and you know what's going on for you. I just see 1122 on my phone. You know what's going on with that twin if they're stuck in some kind of loop, okay, some kind of inability to surrender to the new path, inability. They could be dealing with toxic people. They could be, and they just like can't get, for some reason, they're can't get out of it. I'm going to tell you why. A lack of courage. That's why. There's just this sense of like helplessness, hopelessness, for no other reason. And it's individual to each partner or each twin that they're feeling a little bit disempowered themselves. Okay. And erratic. Okay, I'm definitely getting erratic with this Knight of Swords. Like, hey, wait for me. But like, you're really not with me. You're in a much more peaceful, calm, kind of stable, healed, or working on healing. Like, you're just not in the same place. Okay? Just not in the same place. So I do feel like there is somebody new coming in. This is a balancing time. The Justice card and the Ace of Cups, I really like this. So first of all, you're making the choice for a divine masculine who can manifest their life, who's not erratic, who's not having trouble with boundaries, all that kind of stuff. Maybe having a lot of trouble with communication as well. So this Ten of Cups and the beautiful Archangel Michael here in the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy, and it is about expansion. It's about sort of going, okay, what's out there for me? All right. And what do I want to manifest into my life? Because you do have that power here. Also, I want to say I haven't really talked about this, but the High Priestess is the I am connected card, right? I am super connected to my high self. I'm really getting guidance. I'm saying, you know what? I was going to say wishing, but I don't think that's the right word. My wish is for stable. This feels very stable and solid to me. The Knight of Wands, sometimes not that stable, but that's also Sagittarian energy of optimism and growth and like, okay, so there's not all this super duper mature read that, because coming from a Sagittarius, sometimes the word mature is like, so boring. Like sometimes that's what it feels like to a Sagittarius. And we do have Mercury retrograding right now in Sagittarius, so there is a feeling of like going back into that optimism. Even though there's stability here, even though there's maturity here, it's kind of like, I still want there to be fun. So it could be that this twin cannot provide one or the other of those things, and it's this person's super up in their head, because I'm getting swords and wands and swords and everything. This person's super up in their head. This is not that. This is very grounded and balanced. I mean, look at how similar these cards are, right? This is about you being stable and solid and grounded and still allowing for fun and joy and all of that. Like, what's life without whimsy, as my mother used to say? You know, what's life without whimsy? What's life without a little surprise? She always felt and she always instilled in me. I'm doing this reading on Christmas Eve. I don't know if you celebrate or not, but what she used to say to me all the time is, everybody deserves a little surprise on Christmas. And that's kind of the energy of Santa, right? Isn't that the energy of Santa? That it's, we write our letters and stuff, but it's like this secret assignation. So there's a lot of inner child that's I'm feeling in these holidays, that I have celebrated with my families and without my family for a long time. And there is that sense of, that spirit of Christmas for me is always about everybody deserves. Everybody deserves some love, some joy, some happiness, some whimsy. What's life without whimsy? All right, so I'm going to continue on with this reading. I'm going to do timing, and I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended. The timing card here doesn't make much sense to me, so I'm going to dig in because we've already gone past Sagittarius time. So Mercury in retrograde is the only thing that's Sagittarius. Well, not. Okay, we'll talk more about that in the extended. All right, if this is your story, let's see where we go with this. This feels stable and solid and real possibility. All right, so link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there.